What's up, y'all? We're back again. We're back again. All the dice. Okay, so these are two dice we're using. One that showed up on screen, and they landed on 417. So, I felt like doing a reading today. I felt this kind of urge to do a reading about this. Something that's kind of put you in a depresso state, not gonna lie. I wanted this reading to be about someone that's coming towards you that you haven't thought about in a while. It feels like there's some people watching that haven't heard from someone in a long time that they might have actually had something with. If I don't know. The person who's on your mind that has you on your mind or on their mind. I don't know how to say it. It's hard to describe this reading other than there's someone from a long time ago who's wanting to talk to you because they want you back. There's something about you that they feel like they missed. And I just wanted to get some clarification on that for you. So, what is this, for one? 11:15. Yeah, this is called the Page of Cups. It feels like somebody from your past is coming towards you. I don't want to say coming towards you so much as just sort of showing up. They're showing up back in your life, putting a damn fish in your cup. But I see why I felt weird about this reading. 15, the devil. 11, that's a ton of liberation. Yeah, like spectral masculine energy. With that archetype, this is liberate in order to create. So someone's, oh wow. Someone's going to subtly approach you in a very sort of free way. It's also a ton of freedom. And just, it feels like they're just wanting to say how you been, but there is some hidden motives underneath this hi hello. Because the whole reason I started this was, it feels like there's somebody from a long time ago. It feels like maybe 7 or 8 months. God, I'm bad with time. Or at least November. I'd say the earliest you last seen them was maybe November. Like early November, too. You might have been talking to this person a little bit before November. Hell, maybe even like a couple days before November. And they just, it feels like they kind of fucked off. What's the connection between you and this person here? Whoa, wow. High for high, low for, well, sorry. I'm so used to, I don't have a coin. High for high, low for low. Low. Okay, so 1-1, fuck. So this is unify in order to be, or unify in order to nurture, or unify in order to birth. Something big was happening here. There's also the Ace of Swords. This is like the most powerful of the Ace of Swords. Something big was, oh wow. So this was someone you were set to have like a totally new beginning with. Magician energy there. this is someone that felt like everything was perfect. Like I I get the idea of like love at first sight, but it feels like when you met this person, it's like you didn't just meet yourself, you met like another part of your soul that you didn't know was out there. And this person, God, they just walked away from. Tell me more about this person. I'm so curious. So they're coming at you with a kind of Page of Cups energy, which again, just saying coming at you doesn't even feel right. It feels like they're just sort of stumbling into you. Tell us more about how they're gonna find us. What's going on? How is this interaction with this person like going to start? Like, how's this gonna happen? 716. Oh my gosh. So something is bringing y'all together. Something is making shit happen. Holy fuck. Attune in order to question. That's a tower. There's also 7 of Wands. So it feels like they might be in a bit of a defensive position. You might be too, but this is how it's going to look. God, you might not have had a good ending with this person. It doesn't really feel like it was that bad of an ending. And if it was a bad ending, it feels like you've both moved on from it, except maybe they haven't. But it almost feels like you just run into each other at a fucking grocery store, or like in a place where you would not have expected to see them. But then you think about it in hindsight after and you're like, yeah, I could see how that would have happened. But like, interesting. So, oh man, it almost feels like you're not going to want this person just from how they're going to come off to you. Because it feels like they're going to be really cordial and talk to you as if it's an offer. So, which is just so crazy. Oh my gosh. So it seems like they're going to kind of run into you in a way that it feels like in a place that you're very familiar with, a place that you're normalized to, and that a lot of your attunements kind of happen, but they're so subtle and so, I hate to keep using the word cordial, but casual, that you don't even think about it. Like every time you have an instance at this place or in these places or whatever, you never really think about it too much. It's always just a small highlight of your day, maybe, or something happens there and you just remember it. Yeah, this feels like someone meeting you there and it just not being expected, but seeing you brings back, one, seeing you kind of fucks with them because it feels like they've been thinking about you a lot out of nowhere lately. And two, brings back the concept that they walked away from, which I don't know if they really felt what you felt, but it feels like in hindsight, they got to think back on it and go, you know what? Fuck, that was like a brand new beginning for me. That was a fantastic new, like, opportunity to start again. Like, oh my gosh, it feels like they feel so stupid, but have just walked away from it, which is kind of why it feels like they're going to be hitting you with that 11-15 energy, that Page of Cups energy when they run into you. They're going to be like, what? Yeah, he's really cute. Or like, damn, she's really cute. Or like, man, why the fuck did I, fuck off from this connection, Like, seeing you again just going to make it all come flooding back. They're just going to feel silly. And I feel like you kind of do that to them. Something about you makes them kind of a bimbo. And they get a little bit a little bit lighter with you than they are with most people. Something about this girl, this person, makes me feel like they're not exactly as open or as sweet with everyone as they are with you. So tell me more, Spirit. How does this person view you? How does this person view Collective? Oh, whoa! So that was why we needed these. You see why I use the dice now. This is what the reading started out with. They view you as, well, gosh, that one's a loaded one. They view you as someone who's hungry, someone who's tired, someone who has, honest to God, been through a lot and is just resting. 417 is define in order to synchronize. So they view you very highly, but they also view you as someone who's just been through it. So they kind of might not feel like they want to bother you. Oh, man. That's such a sympathetic energy, too. It feels like they view you as this person that needs to rest. They kind of view you a little negatively, but not in the sense of like, oh man, this guy is just everything that's wrong. This girl's just all over the place. They view you as somebody who is desperately in need of help, but is so used to just doing it on your own that it's like, I'm fine. I'm good. No, I go to sleep at 8 a.m. and it's normal. Come on, they're good. Like, they see every part of you, so much so that like they can see not just how exhausted you are, because it feels like you didn't hide anything from this person when you connected with them, and they have low-key kind of followed you since then, but not enough to where they would give a shit back then. It just suddenly running into you or having you show up in their life really hits them in the spot where they're like, damn, that really was like the best connection ever. So tell me more, Spirit. Why is this person just I don't know if I want to answer that. It feels self-explanatory, but at the same time, why did this person not want to pursue this connection before? 5-3. Oh, wow. So it feels like they didn't want to pursue this connection because they were going through a sense of loss. It felt like they couldn't have what they wanted with you, despite the fact that it was right there. 19 came up. Oh. Empower in order to intuit, by the way. Or empower in order to dream. That's 5-3. So it feels like they could sense just how much you were dealing with. And I mean, obviously they could tell with how much they're dealing with. It feels like with this showing up, this means they had just been through some shit and you might not have known it. Like they might have just been through some horrible fuck shit that, well, they just had to walk away from. It feels like they just went through some loss. It feels like they went through, because this is 5 of Cups, and the key thing to take away from the image of in the tarot of 5 of Cups is it's a man, an individual, looking solemnly down at 3 overturned cups with 2 standing cups right behind him. So yeah, that makes a lot of sense. That would make sense why they didn't really pursue this connection. They were dealing with their own issues. It feels like they were so caught up on losing the happiness they just had, which is possible this person just got out of a long-term relationship before they met you. It's possible this person just got their heart broke. They just missed their chance for the type of happiness that they could have had. And so this Two of Cups that you were, they didn't even fucking see. They were too busy being depresso about not getting what they wanted or what they thought they wanted, that they really didn't even notice what was happening until it was too late. Which means, I mean, it means they missed their chance back then, but it feels like they're coming around again for some reason, with possibly something important they want to tell you. What is it they want to tell you? 6, 9. Now that's an interesting one. Organize in order to flow. Now 9 is the Hermit. 9 is also the shark in the Mayan Tzolk'in, like, symbolic animal system. Muluk. Yeah, it's also the moon. But, like, how the moon actually functions. Like, it controls tidal changes and whatnot. But organize in order to flow, that's 6 of Swords. Wow, you might have a very promising connection coming towards you that recognizes where their faults were, sees what they messed up on, and would like to have something meaningful with you, and are looking to abandon an old way of living. Like, it feels like that's, wow, that's so upfront, but it feels like you met this person being upfront. Either they were upfront or you were upfront, or both of you were just bold. So it feels like when you meet this person again, they're just going to carry that same energy. And normally you'd be taken aback by such, like, straightforwardness, but again, that's this connection. It feels like something about you two, it just doesn't give a fuck, and it is who it is, but they just want you. It doesn't feel like right now they're thinking of you, if that makes sense. It doesn't feel like right now they're like, man, I want this specific person right now. I can't have anybody else. It feels like what they want is what you are, and they just don't really know exactly that yet. But they remember you, and they remember the fact that you were a lot like what they were wanting. Now, back then, or how can I say this? The version of you that they met when they met you is really matching the exact type of person they want right now. And the more they've thought about it, the more you've been just that exact type of person they would want right now. And realistically, we're who they were wanting back then, but we're kind of too busy dealing with their own shit and being sad and kind of burying a lot of pain. It feels like they might have been partying, might have been fucking around, might have been just forgetting everything so they could move forward when they met you. So that when they met you the first time, it makes a lot more sense why they wouldn't have even noticed that, wow, this is actually the perfect person for me. Because they were too busy crying over spilled milk, drinking in the middle of the day, like doing a whole bunch of shit. So there's that. Yeah, it feels like they're going to tell you that they have completely changed. And you're going to believe them because there's going to be an air to them that is totally not the air that they gave when you met them, which is going to lend itself towards you saying, oh, well, I don't know if this person's actually changed, but all the evidence seems to suggest that even if they didn't tell me they changed, I would have presumed they changed. So How are you going to be feeling during this? Oh, 416. So it seems like they're going to catch you at a very telling time. How you react to this person hitting you up is going to depend on you. But it seems like this person's going to be interacting with you. 416 is define in order to question. 16 is a tower. 416 is 4 of wands. It seems like you're going to be enjoying your life in the midst of kind of a questioning. You're going to be bringing a lot of joy to your home, a lot of excitement through a kind of tower in itself. You're going to be in the middle of that. But you're going to be having a good time. Like, shit's going to be falling apart around you and shit's going to be changing really quick. But look, it's the end of the world as you know it, but you feel fine. That is 416. Right fucking there. Something is going to be changing in your life. You're going to be going through a massive, it's not really an upheaval. You're going to be kind of flying through the air in the midst of upheavals, but it's more like you're literally flying. Like, nothing can touch you. You're super happy. And that's when you run into them at, like, I don't know. I already mentioned, like, I hate naming places because then that won't be where you see them. But, like, someplace you frequent that you have a bit of import to. But you're going to be in these energies. So when this person comes forward, it's really going to depend on your, I'm going to say, like, your personal status, like whether you're single or not. Because it feels like you might want to give this person another chance, even though you know the type of person they are. Yeah, I don't really feel like there's much else to say other than that. This person from your past that you haven't seen in months, that you thought you were going to have a fantastic brand new beginning with, but they were too, like, enamored and stupidly, like, stuck up in their own bullshit to notice the connection that was building, is going to run into you. It might be online, it might be in person, who knows, but they're going to come across you and say, hey, remember me? I remember you, and I really like remembering you. Let's make more of those memories, Like, feels like good things. Feels like good things. How you respond to this person is going to be up to you, but ultimately, we'll see. I'm going to leave it there. I think that's all y'all need. And personally, I think that that's all you need to hear at all about this situation. I'd recommend just not listening to tarot readings for another day or two. Just because this feels like it's going to happen quick. At least 2 days. I'm feeling 2 days in this. So I'm going to say 2 days, at the very latest 2 weeks. But I don't feel like 2 weeks is happening at all. If this is for somebody that you hated, maybe 2 weeks. But this feels like 2 days. Anyway, y'all take it easy. If you like the video, obviously like it. Comment, please. Just say something. Dear God, I'm so lonely. And subscribe if you like the vibe. If you're down to clown. If you're picking up what I'm putting down, do good things. Be good people. God save the Thylacine. Later, taters.